Indiethon, it is me, your local neighbourhood panda, back for more punishment. You are watching Indiethon, and we are supported by Team 17, who are an independent indie developer and publisher, and have kindly provided us with our awesome grand prize. They recently launched the update for their 60s cult simulator, Honey, I Joined the Cult. Visit their website at team17.com to become part of the cult now. And with that, we have an amazing game called Everhood, run by Ariel. Over to you.
Hi! So, I'm JuegAriel, this is Everhood, and I'm accompanied here by Shawnee.
Hello, I'm Shawnee.
Yeah! And I'm gonna do a run of all fights, and, well, there is a long intro and whatever, so there is time to explain. So I'm just gonna start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thank you. Okay, so right off the bat, there will be a lot of mashing and dialogue. The story of this game is weird. It's great.
That's to say the least.
It's great, but it's weird. So yeah, here we have a god or something talking to us, and we have to say yes to actually enter the game. It's kind of like a Persona game if you've played like Persona 5 or something, where if you don't accept, you just get sent back to the main menu. It's actually pretty funny, but yeah.
Yeah, it just kicks you back out.
So, this is us. A wooden doll. Definitely not inspired at all by Gino.
No.
At all. It's completely different.
Yeah, it's red.
Yeah, exactly. That's the main difference. So yeah, we're just laying on the ground, pretty much dead or something, I assume. And hey, it's this guy, and he steals an arm from us. Because why not?
Totally not inspired by Mallow.
Exactly. So the beginning of this game will be kinda boring, kinda straightforward. It serves as a tutorial, and that's pretty much it. We can run on the. It serves as a tutorial, and that's pretty much it. We can run on the overworld, which is kind of weird because you have to press the same direction twice, and it doesn't work diagonally either, so it's kind of yeah.
There isn't too much of a walking route to this game because like the paths are a little bit more generous than they look like. You saw Ariel just like run to the top of the road, but at the same time, you know, you have to do everything correctly to not lose time.
Exactly. So yeah, this is how the battles will be. If you played Guitar Hero, this is the same, except you dodge the things.
You don't want to actually hit the... yeah. And this is a frog.
What's his name? Frog.
Yeah. If you want, I can do Kermit impressions when he's around too.
I mean, go ahead. We have time.
So during this battle, there's not really much to do, but you kind of have to dodge the notes. It's not easy to dodge the green notes.
Just because why not?
Sure.
I don't know. I ever since I've seen him, I always think Kermit.
I mean, yeah. That's fair.
It's also, this game is extremely difficult too. Especially to speedrun when you're trying to go fast. If you play, I think it's on hard as the normal, hard is the recommended difficulty, right?
Pretty sure, yes.
Yeah, so like, if you see Ariel get hit, you'll see a health bar. There's multiple difficulties. You are playing on story mode, which basically gives you the most generous amount of hits allowed. That still might not be enough for a lot of casual players. Like, there's one hit there.
Yep.
You'll see the HP will refill if you give enough time between hits. And if you keep getting hit, it will keep going down. And hard, it's like, I think 2 hits and you die kind of thing?
Either 2 or 3, because I'm pretty sure 2 is expert.
Yes. And then there's also an insane one, which is 1 hit death.
Yeah. Though luckily that one is only unlocked once you beat the game.
Yeah. Which is insanity, truthfully. I've tried to even do some of the basic songs in that, and it's hard.
Yeah. Okay, so that is the first battle done.
Huzzah!
Also, yeah, we unlocked that lamp. Lamps are save points. We won't use them until hour and a half in, probably.
That sounds about right, because yeah, and obviously, like Ariel said, the story is very weird. It's also extremely charming, and if this looks interesting, definitely get it.
Yes.
Indie devs, always support them. Do what you can. But also as well, this is a charity marathon as well, so donate if you can as well.
I cannot recommend this game enough. It's so good.
It's honestly one of my favorites just to chill to. So you just could casually take out some money. Oh no.
Yeah.
Also,
Turns out the ATM tries to kill us because money.
I mean, banking fees. Am I right?
Yeah. Definitely.
But yeah, when it comes to general, like, the game is very witty. It's honestly a very enjoyable game just to casually play through and just read all the dialogue, but there is a text speed, which is basically instant. And if you mash fast enough, you won't be able to see basically any of the text, minus where it said like souls at the end, because that's kind of leading up to what it says after its conversation.
Yes. And another thing about the dialogue in this game, which is actually pretty cool for speedruns, whenever there's an option for like, every option in this game is either left or right, you can actually buffer that during the menus, so you can just keep mashing while holding a direction and you will immediately select that option.
Yeah, and it is really nice when it comes to this, just choosing the right options, knowing which ones to pick.
So yeah, here we have an ATM. If you think the 3D looks weird, get used to it.
I think it looks charming.
Yeah, honestly, I prefer this to simple pixel art. Which,
Yeah,
not
like-
to say pixel art is bad, because the pixel art in this game is still great.
But it's an awkward 3D that fits the entire world. Like, the world they built is honestly... I would not want proper 3D models, I think.
No. Honestly, no. So yeah, so far this is pretty simple. Again, it's just an ATM. It's the second fight in the game. Of course, it's gonna be easy.
Actually, speaking of, just to fill a little bit more time before like fights get a little bit more difficult, what other categories are there in this game? Because I know there's one horrible one, which is the Green Mage's Hallway or whatever, right?
Oh yeah, I've done that. It's yeah. Okay, so there are different endings in this game. Only one is canon.
Yeah.
But we're gonna pretty much do all of them except the corridor ending, which, if you don't know what it is, good for you.
I dare anyone to attempt that one on a
The only reason of why you would
speedrun.
the only reason of why you would want to do that is because there's an achievement for it.
Yeah.
That's it. But yeah, so this is Zig. We just decimated their drink, and now they want to kill us.
Which cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
Also, the background shake and rumble, but Ariel's also playing with image sensitivity mode on.
Yes.
And that's very important. Just as a heads up for later, sometimes it might get a little bit strenuous still, but that's just, like, it is on. If you have it off and you play this game, it is a trip.
Yes.
That's the easiest way I can phrase that one. Like, this game gets really intense to watch. But it's really enjoyable too. But always be careful on those things. And Ariel will know what fights coming up will definitely, just as
Yes.
an advisory. So we'll try to give some heads up on that one. So, but these fights are all relatively tame for flashing colors and stuff because of the mode on.
So yeah, one mechanic that we haven't talked about but you have clearly seen yet are these barriers. Funnily enough, just as I start speaking about the barriers, they stop coming, but
Yeah, they'll be back.
they'll be back. They're pretty much the same thing. They do the exact same amount of damage, but the only difference is that you cannot jump over them. You still get hit if you try to jump.
Mm-hmm. Also, the other thing you're clearly showing, there's the barriers again. The hit detection is very generous for you.
Yes.
You can squeeze between very thin notes. if you time it right. And it feels really great to do, but also sometimes it feels like it's intended. It's really weird. Especially in the later songs.
Yeah, there are some songs where I still cannot believe a no-hit is possible.
Oh yeah, checkpoints. Those happen.
Yeah, hopefully we won't have to use any of them, but they do exist.
They are there. Yeah.
So yeah, now it's Zig's Marathon Red Death technique, which that is a terrible name. Why would you call it that?
But he starts spamming blue, so you know.
Yeah.
Clearly not, like, at least say something purple. Like, if you're gonna be mixing red and blue together like this, like... I love seeing the bard just bounce behind him. It's such a good effect.
The game's visuals are just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best aspects, in my opinion. As well as the music, which we haven't talked about yet for some reason.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's, you think movies immediately start... Yeah.
Listen to, like, the entire soundtrack. Thank you.
And follow all the artists who made all the songs, too, because they're all great, and they have a lot bigger library than what's on the game, too. Like, it's... They're all credited. You'll see credits eventually in this run. Ariel will be dipping out of the game every now and then just to make sure, skipping a few credit sequences and stuff.
Yeah, but we will see the last one anyway, so whatever.
Yeah. But like, you can always access the credits from the main menu as well. You can see the names there, look them up. Some of them have very creative names as well, but they're...
Like Dance Floor is Lava.
Yeah.
Which is still an amazing musician, by the way.
Yep. But if honestly, like, there's actually pretty much there's a couple songs which I will probably just be quiet and just quietly listen to and nerd out to as Ariel plays.
Yeah.
Because I can't help it, but like, I'll try my best to commentate what I can, but... Also, this is a marathon of Red Death. Okay, he is actually maybe
More like
telling
orange,
the truth.
right?
It's a little orange, yeah. But maybe he's talking about his tide and how ugly it is.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess we'll touch on the story beats when it pops up properly, right?
Yeah.
Don't want to spoil too much in the meantime. But as far as we know, blue guy stole arm or whatever, and then we're just kind of hopping in the corner here while this dude stares at us intently.
You tired yet? Apparently. Okay. Well, that is Zig.
Yep. I love how awkward it is before it ends the battle. It's like, oh well.
So we're gonna get this VIP card or whatever. And hey, I have the VIP card. Stop eating it. It's mine. Thank you.
Tastes bad. Well.
Yeah. That's the thing about VIP cards. So here we have a small little puzzle where you have to basically recreate the song that you hear. That's pretty much it.
Yep. It's actually kind of funny. I'm basically tone deaf when it comes to stuff. That one puzzle took me like 20 minutes to do initially.
Oh.
Like, I'm really bad at it. Also, hey, it's
this
the blue
is
guy again.
Okay, so this is Gold Pig, which apparently the blue guy stole our arm for him, and now he kills us. Yay! So this is the incinerator. On any other category, you would want to survive this because it's a lot shorter. However,
I've still yet to ever.
However, this is all fights, which means we don't care.
Yeah. I've tried so hard to survive this fight. It is insane. It's like a 6-minute song too.
Yeah, there are like 2 sections of the incinerator. I've managed to beat both in one go, but it took me like 2 hours. So
yeah.
And it's the worst too, because if you die, you have to wait for this cutscene before you can pause the game and exit.
Yeah. A little bit of salt in the wound on that one.
Yeah. Let's not mention the no-hit achievements. They don't exist.
The thing is, I play on Switch. I think I'm the only one on the leaderboard who has played on the Switch before. So I don't get achievements. I just get torture.
Oh, nice.
So it's like, oh yeah, you get this and get that. I'm like, you guys get prizes? Like, I don't.
So yeah, we're doing this cutscene because we're dead or something. I don't know. Just a lot of trippy stuff for no reason, I guess.
It's a weird incinerator.
Yeah. Anyway, so this is the post-mortem fight. AKA, we are truly dead.
Now, see, chat, can you tell me when you start noticing weird things in this game? Just anything.
I don't
Just
see-
if you
I
can
don't see
stand
anything
any
weird.
indication of anything weird.
No, I don't see anything. Everything seems
Yeah.
normal so far.
Perfectly cromulent. Because this game's actually pretty serious when it comes down to it.
But then you have stuff like this.
Yeah, which is truly weird, actually.
If you're still wondering what is happening, don't worry. We are wondering too.
This game is it actually does explain everything for the record. You have to go through your way like lore. I don't think I can properly explain it. It's better to play through the game and like figure it out yourself. But at the same time, like this game's weird. But it's such a good game.
It's one of those games where like the fact that it's so weird is what makes it amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is just yeah. I can't even describe it. It's just yeah.
Yeah.
And if you think this is weird, just wait.
Just literally wait a minute or so.
What? No, a minute. No, wait like 20 seconds. We're there. So yeah, as you can tell by the lack of open eyes, we are dead. And we don't know where we are. Because, again, we have died. In case you haven't noticed yet. Okay, so this fight. Don't
This might
ask.
get a little weird.
Don't ask. So this is the gnomes.
Well, singular gnome right now.
No.
Oh, there's the rest of them.
This is one of the fights where, without image sensitivity,
It's
you are
crazy.
done.
Yeah.
And even with image sensitivity on, it's still a little bit there. So
Yeah. Like.
Instead of asking you what's going on the screen, can I ask you if I can read a donation?
oh, for sure, we have time.
Absolutely.
We have $5 for MND Leica, and they say, good luck on this hard game. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now back to questioning reality.
So now you're gonna see someone here. This
Someone, yes, that defines that. Yeah.
this game has been out for like a year and a half, maybe.
It's like 2019-ish or something, wasn't it?
I
Like late
don't,
2019.
I don't know if it was last year or 2020. I'm pretty sure, but I don't know. The fact is, we still don't know who this guy is. We have no idea. It doesn't appear anywhere else in the game. He's just here doing this.
Yeah. Oh, so March 4th, 2021 was his initial release date.
There you go.
So yeah, this is still a mystery. Totally not weird though.
No, definitely not. Yeah, this is normal language here too. So
Yeah. And we'll see these two later.
yeah. Don't remind me. Oh yeah, motion sickness alert.
Yeah. This game gets really trippy in some of its battles as well. Like, the controls aren't reversed during that time.
And
See, they're back now, see?
yeah, they're back. Nothing weird.
Like,
is happening
legitimately,
here.
as a commentator, I can't explain this game any better than what people can watch.
That's the thing. Not even us know what's going on.
Speedrun wise, I could commentate. It's like, what's happening in the story? Yes.
But yeah,
Oh.
now these guys are dead too, except not really, but yeah. Oh yeah, remember that like Windows XP bug where you draw a window and you drag a window and it keeps cloning itself? Well, that's it.
Well, that or they won a game of solitaire.
Oh yeah, that's a better reference. That's a better reference.
Yeah, and then, hey, how about we just turn the stage around for a while while this goes on too?
I mean, I don't see why not.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Again,
Rainbow
this was
Cube.
image has sensitivity on.
Yeah, this is with image sensitivity on, by the way.
Yeah.
This is not crazy yet.
No, this is actually one of the tamer ones when image sensitivity's on. Like, there's still a couple which are quite shocking to the eyes, kind of thing. But,
Yeah.
Like,
So-
we really can't express if you don't have it on. Like, your eyes will hurt after a song or two.
Yeah.
Like, this game's absolutely insane for that.
Okay, so one thing in case you haven't noticed, since we died on the incinerator, it's been like 8 minutes, which is why surviving the incinerator is a lot faster. However, good luck.
Yeah. Also, you're actually facing the wrong way there. That's a
Yeah.
neat little trick.
But it doesn't matter if you stay in the middle because nothing will hit you. That's
Not when I first played.
so. Yeah, here we have another cutscene. There are like multiple absolute truths along the game. We don't want to hear them because we don't care.
Yeah, that takes time. This is still a speedrun. Which is a very weird speedrun, because there's some things you just can't do faster, but at the same time, there are things you could do a lot faster.
Yeah. Anyways,
Speedrun-wise. We'll get to those later.
Yes, we survived the incinerator. Oh hey, the blue guy's here. What happened to you? Oh, Goldpig stole your legs. Okay. Isn't that the turn of events?
So we'll put them in our pouch.
So now we are into the actual main game. This is the hub, and our main goal is to collect pieces of a door that's on the lower left. And what do we have to do to get those pieces back? That's right, we're going to join a kart race.
Yeah. Also, who doesn't love Mario Kart?
This is not Mario Kart. I wish it was.
I know. It handles really well, actually. But you had to learn how. I also love ending this too early because this focuses on the little mushroom.
Yes.
That's always been my favorite thing.
Okay, so this is the kart race. It's 3 laps. If you ever played Outrun or Super Hang-On or things like that, this is the same. It also has a banger soundtrack though.
Oh, it does. It's so good.
So the main strat, at least for me, is to just drift. That's it.
There's a lot of fire hydrants in the middle of the road, though.
Yeah. I'm not gonna
You don't
ask.
see one fire truck. Just saying.
You don't see one fire. In general.
I mean, you just died to an incinerator.
Yeah, they're not using it for that though.
True.
So yeah, if you don't recognize most of these characters, don't worry, we haven't even seen them yet, so...
Yeah, so routing-wise, why do you go here first? Is it just because it leads to the next area, or is there another reason?
There really isn't that much reason, aside of, there's an encounter here later, which, well, I can tell you, it's not really a spoiler or anything, but we get Green Mage here, which is pretty much needed to actually do the Midnight Town portion, because else you can't do it.
Yeah, and this is the all bosses / fights, or sorry, all fights run. So there's a couple opportunities. If something goes wrong, like there is a chance to miss a fight and basically avoid the run. So Ariel will be taking precautions.
Yeah.
And stuff,
It won't be too bad yet.
yeah.
But there are
but
some
later
specific
there'll be some
instances
concentrated
where,
bullets.
yeah. Okay, so we're pretty much first right now. We are going great. Final lap.
Oh, yeah. Also, when the race ends, can you slow down to an absolute crawl?
Ooh, I don't know if I can because I'm pretty sure.
You hit the side of the road and you drift out.
Oh,
like
you hit the side of the road. That's genius.
Yeah, it looks really funny. It looks really funny. As
Like
you end the
once
race.
because once you cross the finish line, you can't slow down.
Yeah. This is what I do on the Switch all the time. He's like, you win, and it's like, no.
I didn't even think about going to the side of the road. Oh my god, you're a genius.
If I had a nickel every time I heard that, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot. That's weird. It's happened twice. I try to find ways to entertain myself, and you can't end the race earlier. It has to play out. So when I was doing attempts at this,
Yay!
there you go. Look at you go.
I'm so good. Look at me go.
I love it. Because you're supposed to be going straight off into the distance at a high speed, but you
Look
can
at all
stop.
the people cheering.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It amuses me because you have to wait this part out, this little like sound bite. So
Okay, so now that we've done it, we won a trophy that we won't get.
oh, you don't have to pick that up? I thought you had to.
No, it's just there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Funnily enough, the trophy does literally nothing. Anyways, we're done with this area, and oh,
Wait, the door's over there.
well, we entered another door, and obviously, it goes to a forest because, obviously.
How will Red Cheeto get out of this one?
I don't know. I'll find a way. Please grab that thing.
Yeah, you're just shy out of its range.
Is it a door to another dimension?
Oh, definitely not.
No,
You
no,
can
it's just
go.
a forest. And there's one item.
Yeah, another item that we won't use. But we pick it up because it's on the way and we can't progress.
Also, I adore the green mage.
Best character in the game, honestly.
They put a lot of effort into his design. I love it.
Okay, so this specific bullet, I guess I'm gonna call it, I don't know. The skull projectiles, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
They do double damage. That's it.
Yeah. I love the music in this game, which the only way I can phrase it is sounds dirty. Like they have the scratches and stuff on it. There's one fight coming up as well,
Yeah.
which has like a very grunge kind of dirty record feel to it. I absolutely am here for it. I love it. It's nice that I was going to commentate this because I just going to gush about this game for like 2+ hours.
That's
and I'm happy
fine.
About that.
The game deserves it.
Oh yeah, it does.
So that is Green Mage. And there he goes. Bye, I guess.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, that out of the way. Too many can't run diagonally. That's the only thing. There's a lot of diagonal paths, and it's really annoying to
Yeah, you can't run
keep double
diagonally.
tapping.
It's really weird. But if you can master it, that makes it a great speedrun. Mushroom, get out of the way, please.
Mushroom OP, please nerf.
So, we're just gonna continue our way. Hey, Rabbit, why are you running away? Oh, well, okay. That's fair.
How come it didn't get caught in the net? We were on the same tile, basically.
Yeah, I don't know. Logic. Also, here's knockoff Dr. Eggman. Also known as Professor Orange, but it's just knockoff Dr. Eggman for me.
The best thing about what the text is skipped was the gun takes like months to reload. So it's like this really, really elaborate gun that can knock out your character, but it takes months to reload. There's a can't waste a shot. It's like if you don't skip the text, just hold it there. Just carefully aiming it. Also, I like that character. He's a good character.
Yeah. So yeah, we're
To be
getting
fair, all
kidnapped.
characters are good characters in this game.
Yes, honestly. But yeah, we're getting kidnapped. You know, the usual. The stuff that happens in
as you
every
do.
game. Yeah, as you do.
Yeah. Getting Princess Peached.
Yeah. But yeah, we're here again. We're gonna get blue real quick. And hey, can you please let us pass? No? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this is
This is the
Grundle.
music I love. I love this music.
It's very underappreciated, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
So this might seem very normal. Just wait.
But wait, there's more.
If there's one thing I learned from this game is that if something seems too normal, it's probably not over yet.
Mm-hmm.
Also, shout out to how Grundle is making all of these projectiles with his feet.
Yeah, not his giant ripped arms.
Yeah, that happened.
Mm-hmm. But as a speedrun wise, like, you can't really speed up these battles, you just gotta dodge. And that's kind of the nice thing about the difficulty choices. The leaderboards aren't separated by difficulties. It's just play story mode. It's the same basic thing. If you can do the stuff that the speedrun requires, you're gonna be able to do the stuff the speedrun requires. Like, the difficulty's not gonna make a big difference to you.
Exactly. Anyway, so, here's the masterpiece, which is invention created to equal the power of an ancient god. This is actually one of the hardest fights.
It is, actually.
So I hope I don't die here. Even on story mode, it's just really difficult. And we won! Okay,
Yeah.
thank goodness.
GG, first try. So apparently forgot to change the batteries before the battle. Oh, I didn't know you can move before that.
Just a little bit before the dialogue actually starts. So it's not really that big of a time save or anything, but yeah. So yeah, we're gonna go into this dark hole that definitely doesn't... It's definitely not scary at all. We're definitely not gonna encounter Professor Orange again. Wait, what are those?
2 apples?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Probably
think so.
apples.
Okay, so here we have a battle that's not on our battlefield.
Yes, this is actually really neat. Is Professor Orange can't beat you in the normal method. So this is a quantum battle. It is a battle and not a battle at the same time.
So there are 2 fun facts about this battle that I want to point out. First of all, this is super boring in story mode. But we technically could change difficulties in the middle, but like we're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
And second of all, this is the only song that's not actually from the OST, but instead is a YouTube original.
Really?
Yep, Barch by Gunnar Olsen. I hope I pronounced that right. It's on the public library from YouTube. Anyways, we're just gonna stand here.
Yeah, when I first played this game on hard, like, this destroyed me.
It is really hard normally.
Yeah. Unless you know where everything is, like, Ariel's making this look easy. Like, but also those blue lasers track you and then fire, so the more you move, the harder they are to dodge. Because you'll see the 3, it builds up, and then all 3 go.
This is very similar to if you played it Just Shapes and Beats.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love that game.
It is great. But this is kind of similar to it, except...
Just don't get hit.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Not like that. Almost.
So yeah,
So mean.
the light goes out here from time to time, which doesn't really matter if you just stay here. I'm pretty sure this spot in any other difficulty actually hits you, but here we don't care. So yeah, that's Quantum Battle. And there we go. Okay.
Yep.
So finally, after like half an hour of game, we get our first piece of the door.
Should we explain the doors? Because that's where you're going back anyway, right?
Yeah. So basically, it's what we said earlier. It's a cosmic hub where there are just a bunch of doors, each one going to a different place. There are some that are not unlocked until you actually exit from them, like the one we're gonna exit from now. And yeah, here we have a little cutscene being like, oh, they got the piece of the door, oh no.
And they can actually see it. We're seeing them, so he's canceling that, saying, please don't do that.
So yeah, this door right here, for example, was not in the Cosmic Hub until now. So, we gotta get our first, or next, I went too far down.
Yeah. That's always messed me up really bad, is moving before things are done there.
Okay, so we gotta get our next piece of the door. What are we gonna do to get it? We're obviously gonna play D&D.
Yeah, absolutely. Now it's time for tabletop games. Which is legitimately, like, awesome. Like, this is...
Every good game should have a D&D section.
I don't play D&D, but this legitimately made me laugh really, really hard because my wife is really big into D&D, like Road Trader and all sorts of other games. And I know enough about them to truly enjoy this. This is the sword that reflects red attacks, I believe?
Yes, because that's a great name for a sword.
Yeah. Now, see, this is also another weird little thing, is Ariel can... We'll show in the next battle. But there's going to be a little mechanic change. Instead of just dodging, there's going to be something else. You now have a sword that can deflect red attacks.
Only red attacks, though.
Yes. Oh no!
A random goblin out of nowhere. Oh no! Anyways, this is a really short fight in story mode. I tried to go for the double there.
Yeah. So you can see how you can reflect the attacks. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be like, this is where the speedrun part kind of comes in. Is this particular segment here? Like, you could do some of the battles extremely quickly, and so they're still playing D&D. So you'll see comments and stuff chime in.
Okay, so here's the first optional battle that we're actually going to do that normally any other category skips. Yeah. Which is we're going to join a sparring against Rastabeast. It's not really too difficult or anything. No, it's not. But it's still an optional battle that we have to do, so... Music slaps, as always. Mm-hmm. Wow, I missed one. Okay, not that good of a fight, but good enough.
He lost, I think, 2 beats there, so not the biggest time loss, but...
Yeah. Especially in a game like this. Where
there's shoutouts to the lamp back there, who's currently cosplaying as a cow.
Shoutouts to Fran for being bullied by squirrels.
So this is the best mess up of a song ever.
Yes, okay, so Dark Knight, this, as you can tell, it's a very epic and serious battle.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really intimidating. Not really.
Smooth jazz.
Okay, not bad.
No, that's really good. I think I only missed one there.
That one I always miss.
Ah. Yeah, that's tight.
I never remember what it is. Anyways,
There you go.
that was Dark Knight. Fun
Yeah.
fact, one of the text boxes that just said there was, "You got some dank moves."
Yep. I was gonna point that out as well if you didn't.
Okay, so
Also, the Swamp of Chaos.
no, never mind, it's the Badlands of Chaos, which
yeah,
we
totally.
just made.
Yeah.
You can see the textures
Totally.
are amazing, the song
Yeah.
is clearly inviting.
Totally all the puzzles are still there.
Yep. Anyway, so remember Flan? Yeah, he has a mech now.
Which is so much better with the pixel art, with the 3D art too.
It's
It
funny,
looks so out of
it's
place.
even funnier when you realize that in the battle it's just his head.
Yeah. So the point of this is he kept losing to the squirrel, and he kept getting upset by it. But he realizes he plays another role-playing game where he has giant mechs. And if you beat up heroes, you get their items. And he saw you walking by, thinking, "You're a hero. My mech can beat you." Not really.
No, sorry Flan.
Yeah. He's just angry, dead puddle there. And there's Zig. Zig was getting beat up on.
Yeah. Anyways, we're done with this zone, so we're gonna continue with our D&D adventure to the final boss of the D&D, which is surprisingly pretty hard to do.
Shout out to that save point in particular.
Oh yeah, so that is a cursed save point. If you try to save, you have a 50-50 chance of getting your file deleted. Except not really.
It's just a very stupid joke, and I risked it the first time I was.
Oh, me too.
okay.
I was like, I have 3 save files, I don't care.
Oh no, Rafterbeast got captured.
Oh no. Anyways, we're gonna do this, this is actually a very hard fight to go fast in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could. It's a very. You can do this in one cycle if things go absolutely correct.
It won't.
Yeah.
There you go. I told you it wouldn't.
Yeah.
So you can clearly see now that some of the projectiles are getting blocked by the barriers, which means it's just they don't do anything.
This is where story mode kind of helps out.
You can tank a lot.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, that wasn't
there
too
you
bad.
go.
Could have been worse, definitely, for sure. So yeah, Evil Wizard defeated. Woo! Yeah, we won D&D. Is that how it works? I don't know. But yeah, we won. We're just
Everyone had the epilogue. It's really adorable.
Flan got a shop because
Yeah, selling cupcakes.
Zig got the tower of the Evil Wizard, and then Nosferatu was just cosplaying as a mushroom the entire time.
And doing a great job at it.
Yes.
But you haven't defeated me, the DM, Panda.
Oh no.
I mean, you can't really kick you from the call, you're the admin, so it's kind of unfair.
Yeah. So now we have our second piece of the door. Which, yeah, is just... That's it, it's just another piece of the door. We still need the last one. Sadly, there's no funny cutscene this time. Also, Frog is here for some reason. I forgot where to go for a second.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's green door right and left, yeah.
So yeah, if you were wondering what happens if you go right there, the gods laugh at you or something.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Okay, so this is a hard battle right here. So this is
Okay, you say that? This dude legitimately knocked me on my butt when I played casually. Not here, obviously.
and we won. Okay.
Yeah. Also, this is an underrated song as well.
The card, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay, so right here on the card, you have to press each button on each side to actually move it. One thing that you may not notice is that when you're in iframes, you can't activate a button.
Mm-hmm.
So you actually do have to dodge things. Even if you
You
think
just can't
you
keep
can
going
just...
back and forth.
Ah,
You can see the light approaching at the end of the tunnel now.
oh, come on. There you go. Okay. Not bad.
No, not at all.
So
That's
now
very
we're in the castle. Whose castle? Nobody knows.
good. It's a castle.
It's just a castle with no other context. So, because of story reasons, we need a very long plank.
Yes. But we have to qualify for a long plank.
Yeah, we're gonna need a certificate that we are capable of handling very long planks.
Yeah. Because they're very, very tricky. Also, yeah.
This is just Daft Punk.
Yeah. They're just having so much fun. Also, the bass is so good.
And yes, if you're wondering, they are indeed playing air guitar.
Yeah.
Except it's actually making real noises, so I don't know if it's actually air guitar.
Hey, their imagination is just that good.
Yeah.
Or they had this audio playing in the background and they're just
Oh, that would be
doing the
funny,
proper-
actually. Now I want
having
that.
a boombox behind them.
Now I want to see that in game. Okay, that was just me being dumb there.
Oh, so in case anyone's wondering, it's like, wow, is speedrun like, you're just lasting the battles and stuff. It will change quite drastically later.
Yes.
So, like, this is still, like, the easy part of the game. Normally, you have a choice of where you want to go, for the most part. You can go here, go there, do whatever. Do this first, do that first. This road just kind of goes this way, but you'll start seeing things pick up in the next little bit. And especially it's the area, actually, because...
Yeah. So
So there's your very long plank.
it's very long.
Yeah, it is long.
We have
You
a
diploma there.
We have our diploma on the wall. Let's go.
Please don't take it. That's the only one. That's such a cute joke.
So now we can use it to do this. So this is the maze. Normally, you would probably encounter a maze monster in here, but luckily for us, the maze monster's route is predetermined and it goes on a cycle. So if you just know which path to take, you won't encounter him.
Yep. But if you make one mistake, you'll find him.
Yeah, those noises you hear, yeah, that's him.
Yeah, they get louder the closer they appear, so... Like, I think if you delay it by like 2 seconds, he'll hit you at the entrance, basically.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Anyway, that was a really long plank. That was a good use of it.
Yeah, so now we have our crystal key. Oh, we broke it. Oops. Oh, but the door is unlocked. But why did we
that's
even
fine.
use the key then?
I would have loved if that was just a thing. Also, I love this part.
Don't ask. Just don't ask.
Yeah. It's actually really, really annoying. And look, there's another piece of door.
We have all of them, but because the door is a prick, we can't leave until we actually get through here.
Yeah. Is there a way to activate that faster? I've done it in 2 before.
You've done it in 2? Huh?
Yeah.
How?
I don't know. I swear it has to be like a certain thing, or I did it early or something. But when I was practicing this run before, I did it in 2.
So either it's time-based, or like you need to hit certain pixels or something? I don't know.
I don't know. I've never been able to understand that one particular area.
Anyways, we're done with this zone. And we have all 3 pieces of the door.
Yep.
And hey, it's fixed.
Actually, why was the door broken?
We still don't know. That's
Actually,
a
the game
secret.
does explain.
So, yeah, now we're on a desert. On
Very
3D.
Paper Mario-esque.
Again, don't ask. It's just a thing that happens, and that's it. So,
doors are weird. You don't know what's behind them until you open them.
yep. Okay, so this, I don't know if our lovely host has anything to say, but this is a great spot to say whatever.
That is timing. I was literally about to ping you saying, let me know when I can talk.
Well,
this
here
is
you
a
go.
great opportunity too.
Amazing timing. I want to tell the lovely viewers about our upcoming incentives. After Ariel's 2 runs, we have Recult doing 2 games back to back, and both of them have incentives. In Goat Simulator, we can either save or laugh at the humans, and there is currently no donations for that. So if you want to pick whether we save them or if we laugh in their stupid faces, a donation of even $1 will do that. And in his Mort the Chicken run, we have the ability to upgrade it to cutscene percent. That is currently at $35 out of 150. And if you have never seen Mort the Chicken cutscenes, you need to. You have not lived if you have not seen them. Coming up a little bit later in the marathon, we have Pet and Keep the Cat in Stardew Valley. Currently no donations for that, with a $300 goal. We have the music choice in Ukulele and the Impossible Layer, and that is between normal or 8-bit, and normal is currently winning that with $40. We have Boost vs Vault Jump in Hot Lava, so choosing what method the runner will have to use, and again that has no donations. We have Upgrade to Hard Mode from Unmetal, and that's at $40 of 100. We have Rain on Your Doom bonus mission in Rain on Your Parade, that is $0 out of 250. And one that opened up literally about 20 minutes ago, See the Service Doggo in the Death Star run, and that is $1,000 goal. But it is literally the runner's service dog that will be appearing on stream. So if you want to see that doggo, and he is a very good doggo, you need to donate for it. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you. That's actually perfect timing as well, because
Yeah, we're almost done with the
happened in the
desert.
door. It's a long desert.
Yeah, so 2 things happened there. Knight lost a lot, tried again to stop us, didn't work. Wow, surprise. Second of all, we found a broken car and we took its batteries out. We'll need that later.
Also, fun fact, in my first speedrun, there's a side camp that you can go rest with Rastabeast. I thought that was necessary, so my first ever speedrun has me going there and resting for no reason.
Oh.
Then after I watch the speedrun, I'm like, oh, you don't have to do that. Oh, so here's purple.
This is Purple Mage,
Okay, bye purple.
and they hate us.
Yeah.
They hate us so much that they're going to reincarnate a lost spirit into a zombie's body so the zombie can kill us. So here's one of the best songs in the game, in my opinion. That's sadly too short for it to be actually be enjoyable.
Yeah.
Also, look at him
him
go.
go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is it's amazing. He's just vibing.
I aspire to be that kind of chill.
Yeah. I hope this is me when I'm a zombie.
I mean, I hope I just don't get to be a zombie in general, but you know, if I have to, I want to be able to rock out like this. Also, oh, those things, yeah.
Yeah, so that's another thing. Moving bullets or projectiles. They are not fun at all.
Nope. And this is just a tutorial to them. Like, this is, now that we collected the door pieces and stuff, we're gonna go. The whole point is we're trying to find Gold Pig, who stole Blue's legs and our arm. But yeah, this is more or less a tutorial to the later part of the game and some of the mechanics that are going to be popping in. But unfortunately, the song's over, even though, like you said, that's an absolutely great song.
Now we have a character that it's really funny. That's all I'm gonna say about this
It
character.
hurts my ears.
So this is gonna be Rob, former world champion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's really loud.
Yeah, he's extremely loud. I love it.
The only reason he's here is because apparently when Purple summoned Zob the zombie, he appeared as well. And that's it.
He's also a very short song too, and this will come into play later. But like, he's dangerous. He can actually hurt a lot if things go wrong.
Yeah, for sure. Again,
Actually,
as a reminder, all of these are double damage.
Yeah. The other thing we point out, when you get hit and you're trying to get your HP back, when you're at risk of dying, you can't concentrate well sometimes, and this game can really get out of hand very quickly.
Yeah, this is one of those games where you might be at full health and in just 1 second you're dead.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was Rob.
No. Bye, Rob. There's also lore in that door down there if you ever want to go there casually.
Imagine reading lore on a speedrun.
Speed run. Yeah.
Anyways, this is Purple Mage. This is like the only song where it's actually faster to get a no hit.
Yep.
Because Purple's gimmick is that whenever you get hit, the song rewinds. Meaning it
Like
takes
3
longer.
or 4 seconds or something.
Pretty sure the actual length of how much it rewinds changes on difficulty.
That makes sense, yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure on story mode it's just like 1 second or something. Which again is not really that bad. The song is still great though. Every song in this game is a banger.
Again, image sensitivity mode is on.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that you are not seeing in this. And again, if you do end up buying this game, again, support indie devs and stuff, you should really know if you're sensitive to image sensitivity. But if you're not, play this game and just have fun. Like, it is an absolute blast and feast for the eyes. Because it's a lot of black backgrounds for image sensitivity, but it honestly would be irresponsible to stream it without that on there, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Okay, so far no hit is going well. Now that I've said that, I'm going to get hit.
just don't get hit then.
Oh wow, never thought about that.
I know. A lot of speedrunners don't do that. All they care about is damage boost this and damage boost that. Like, when you don't get hit, you're fine.
We'll get to damage boosting later.
Mm-hmm. Hang on, it's wrapping up now.
Yeah, once you get to like the red barriers, you can just stand here and jump, and it's a lot easier than having to deal with whatever this is.
Oh, even on my PB, I'm pretty sure if you go back and watch this, I was in the center dodging everything.
Oh.
I didn't know about that.
When you have to memorize like 30 plus battles, you end up using strategies like these. So yeah, we're done with Purple Mage. And oh, there's money here. Oh, wait.
Lots of money.
Oh, it's you. You're finally here. Yeah. Time to actually fight Goldpig to get our arm back.
Fight in the loosest word possible.
Yeah. We're just gonna
So-
stand here dodging around until he gets tired.
Yeah. So the other thing that kind of is relevant here is you'll see the notes are lining up with the different gem colors.
Yeah.
And it's actually a nice little touch.
Don't know how I
But
dodged all of
thankfully,
that.
unlike, yeah, that's really good. I was gonna say, thankfully, unlike purple, if you get hit here, it's not the end of the world. Purple is the only one, like Ariel said, like you're not gonna. It's gonna just rewind and be annoying.
Yeah. On
this
a
one,
speedrun
it's
setting,
back to normal for
literally
now.
every other fight, you could literally finish the fight at 1 health and it's still fine.
Yeah. So we were fighting Goldpig, right?
Goldpig, who's that? All I see is Rainbow Eye. Oh, never mind, I don't see it anymore.
London Fog.
And moving projectiles. Yay! Oh my god, look at all of these.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
well,
this music is
there you
good. Like everything in this game is good for music.
Yeah, so don't know if you remember this person who was on the post-mortem fight doing something. Turns out this person is relevant. Wow.
We'll get to that later, though.
Yeah, they're back to not being relevant right now.
Oh, and there's Gold Pig.
Yeah, did you remember that we were fighting
Oh.
him?
No, you're supposed to stand still and die. You're doing this fight wrong.
Oh, yeah. My bad.
But I love the gems lighting up. It also, just a touch on some lore that you can find before here, so it's not a spoiler. Gems are exchanged for basically bodily senses in this game. And the more you exchange, the more power you get. So the more gems that you have, the less senses you have, but the more power you have. So Gold Pig here basically has 6 out of 5 human senses, basically, that we have. So just kind of put it in perspective. It's like, Oh man, those moving ones really dislike you, don't they?
Yeah, they're the worst.
I know they are the worst.
Okay, but the song is almost over.
Yeah, it's a long song.
It really is. It's like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Okay. So now we've
Now the speedrun starts.
no, obviously not. We're just near the end of the game.
Oh yeah, it's true, yeah, but
Yeah, so yeah, Blue gets his legs back. Reluctantly.
Green Mage is just telling everyone off. Purple and green are basically telling Gold Pig.
Like, what even are you doing?
Can't, also, if you can't realize the theme here, everyone's named after colors. There's blue, red, gold, purple, green in the room currently. We've seen orange. We've seen Grundle, the best color.
Yes, I love. I'm gonna paint my wall Grundle.
Actually, I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna actually look at that section a color.
Doubt
that might
it.
be.
Anyways, so we're getting our arm, and you can tell by this whole reminiscing of all the different characters and all the fun we've had that this is the end of the game, obviously.
Yeah, clearly, like you smashed this estimate.
Yeah, just an hour 40 lower than estimate. Oh well. So we pick our
Don't worry,
arm.
I'll find something.
We pick our arm and yeah, and would you look at that? That is the game.
Tony Roca and Chris Norton.
Yeah,
Right?
obviously this is the credits
Yeah.
because
Clearly,
we're obviously
GG.
done with the game. Definitely nothing else is happening here.
Nope, definitely not.
You can tell the lovely people who made the music. And oh wait, why is it stopping? Oh.
Oh, it wants us to not see the rest of the song. Okay.
Oh well. Okay. Turns out, would you look at that? It's not over.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. So hey, remember this guy? So now that we have our arm, Frog is gonna teach us. We can start to fight back instead of just dodging around.
Yeah, there was a reason they took our right arm.
Yeah. Turns out we were murdering people. Oops.
Yeah. So, worlds. Frog will explain here, kind of like you see Ariel already, using the mechanic. But here is the two jobs. It's kind of like the sword that reflects red attacks, but if you collect 2 of the same energy. Oh, and now there's a third option.
Yeah. So in case you haven't noticed, we need to get notes of the same color and then use them to attack back. The thing is, if you get hit, you lose your charge.
But this is where paying attention to the songs really comes into play.
Yes.
Because certain notes are certain colors, and if you can pay attention to that, you'll do well. So listen to the soundtrack a lot.
Anyways, so now our goal is to kill everybody.
Yeah, that's kind of a weird thing because I
Yeah.
don't think that's a very nice thing to do to people.
Yeah.
Oh, so Grundle is not a color. Just for
Oh.
the record. I looked it up.
Now I'm disappointed.
Yeah, there's Grundle, Germany though. So you
Close enough.
close
hey,
enough. What
it's
is
the
it? The
it's
Diddles?
all of the lost spirits. Cool. So basically, they tell us, you should go talk to the forest spirit. He will convince you that killing everyone is the right thing. So we're gonna go do that, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Do the right thing, says the door. Also, the doors do talk to you when you go through them. They have quite a little personality to them. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Also, you sink if you don't run over that water, for the record.
Yeah, you have to run. If you
Yeah.
walk around, you just drown or something. I don't know.
Yeah, this puts you back at the other side of the river again, but like, it's a
So,
bit weird thing. Like,
hey.
I don't understand.
Hey, forest spirit. Okay, I'm pretty sure I did it right. So basically, we're gonna talk to him. He's gonna say something like,
do it right.
please kill us or something. Please kill everyone. And we're gonna say, nah. I'm sorry, but no.
Yeah, and then this guy says, no. You go back and do it right. You can kill people now. Go kill people.
No, screw you, spirit. So
Oh, so semi-spoiler. Everyone get your cat jams ready for the record.
yeah,
This is
so
one of-
yeah, this is one of the best songs in the game.
yeah, and this is also where Ariel will probably do a little bit of concentration. But look, there's a new door there now.
Yeah, wow.
So
Incredible.
what category is this?
So this is the pacifist ending.
Oh,
This is the first ending we're gonna get.
yeah, because all fights, if you don't know, if we're talking about killing people, you can't get the pacifist ending until, or if you kill someone. So this has to be done first in the run.
Exactly. So basically, Frog is mad at us because we don't kill people. So we're gonna kill him instead, or at least try to. This fight is hard to actually defeat Frog.
Yeah, you focus. I can talk if need be, but
Yeah.
are you gonna go for a kill or are you gonna go?
I'm gonna try.
Okay.
I'm gonna try. But basically, if I don't get to kill Frog, that's fine. As long as I just survive the song, that's fine.
Yeah, it's like a 4.5 minute song as well, and possibly my most listened to YouTube video in a very long time.
Same.
So we're talking about the game ramping up in difficulty. Also, we should also point out there's a lot of notes which are empty. Ariel's not going for those blue notes because those blue notes don't have a color to them. They're actually black with the highlights. So the green note there had something in it. So there's limited notes you can use. Also, that's a lot of guitars.
Just a little bit too many, maybe.
Yeah, but what's awesome is if you watch him through the battle, he'll keep switching guitars based off his attack style. God, I love this song.
Not doing too good though. So yeah, you can see now the main thing about this fight is that there are way too many barriers. So it's not really difficult to survive in story mode at least. But
Yeah,
actually
you would have
getting...
already died like 5 times on hard. or
Yeah,
whatever's recommended
this fight
play,
is
like
really difficult than any other difficulty. In story mode is fine, but the hardest part is obviously actually killing Frog.
yes, and that's the thing is, ironically, this is pacifist ending. You can kill the frog.
Yeah,
So technically, there is a time save if you can do this battle. I think he has like 200 and either 200 health or 250 health, and each one does 10, so that's like 25 or 20 hits or so. As well as there's barriers, and you can't hit through more than 2 notes at a time. It's not like the sword that reflects red attacks.
okay, well, not gonna be able to use this green chart, pretty sure, but
No. Well, the thing is, if you keep mashing Y, he'll keep rotating it in a circle. Or not Y, sorry, I'm thinking switch controls, but you can just play with it a little bit. Actually, that's a special jump you're doing there. You're actually doing input and jump at the same time, as opposed to jumping and then doing input, and you don't do a spin.
Yeah, that's mostly just an animation. It works exactly just as you would expect. But there's an achievement to do like 100,000 of those, and I still haven't done that because it's insane.
Yeah. Now it's gonna get pretty dicey now.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna get the kill.
I think you're just gonna be shy. Or you'll end it like 2 seconds before the actual song ends.
Yeah. Which still saves time, so if I can get that anyways, that's good enough.
Yeah. He has about like 6 hits on him or something left.
Oh, come on, I grabbed that. But yeah, at this point I just care about surviving. Probably not gonna get the kill. Whatever. It was close at least, so.
You honestly got a lot closer than I can get when I really, really try. Like, well, I normally get to like 3/4 mark.
That was Frog's Wrath.
That's the pacifist ending right now.
Yep.
So
we just got
that. Would be on credit roll, right, for the category?
Yeah, but not for this, obviously.
Yeah. I'm saying for the pacifist ending. It was not here. There'll be a credit roll, and the game says you're not supposed to do this. Actually, like the game itself says you're not supposed to. But so it just kills you.
Yep, because yeah, obviously. Okay, so when the credits roll, I'm going to add F4 the game and open it up again, because watching the credits is long and tedious, which means I'm gonna have to stream through Discord again.
Yep, that's fine. There's time when you can click the share screen button. Worst comes to worst, I'll load things up. There you go. It's good. So that's the first instance of a little time save there, just because, like I said, watching the credits numerous times gets tedious after a while, and it's a waste of an actual free time save.
Exactly. Hopefully everything worked on the stream.
I'll double check that to make sure, but it should be fine.
I hope the game is showing. But yeah, so now we're done with the pacifist ending, which means we actually have to start killing.
Yep.
And so we're gonna start with the carnival door, because why not? Honestly.
Are you gonna go back and get your trophy?
No.
All those words everywhere.
Well, that's our first victim, a sign.
Yeah. Yes, the stream is perfectly fine for the record.
Cool.
Don't worry about that.
Okay, so there are some NPCs where you normally don't fight them until you actually try to kill them. This is one of them. This is a vampire boy or whatever. The main gag about this character is that it changes names pretty much every time you talk to him.
Yeah, and the more you talk to him, which I guess I can sort of touch on why you have to kill them story-wise while you're doing this.
Sure. Why not?
So the point is you actually are the Grim Reaper in this world. You are tasked to actually kill everyone. And it's not just because, things have to end, everyone dies eventually. The problem is everyone here is immortal. Like, they all gave up humanity a long time ago to become immortal. But the problem is, and this is like the real big issue, if you're immortal with a human soul, like your soul isn't supposed to last that long, and eventually you start to go insane. So the best thing you can do for everyone is to kill them. And that's what your role is. So now we're going to go dancing.
Yeah, we're going to go back to the club of the very beginning of the game.
There's a couple weird fights here in particular,
Yeah.
but you're also gonna kill a bartender. Are you gonna kill a bartender?
No.
Technically not
No, I'm not gonna kill the bartender because it's slow. But yeah, the bartender is a robot. You can kill it if you want. It just doesn't count because it doesn't have a soul.
Yeah, when you kill him, he's like, I wonder if this will count. I always wondered. You kill him and nothing happens. Like, oh.
Yeah. Anyway, so here's Zig again, except this time we're fighting back.
Yeah. Last time you didn't throw a punch at all. This time.
Just keep in mind that barriers just like that can still block projectiles, which sucks.
Yeah.
But if they didn't, this game would be really easy. So.
But yeah, one of the hardest songs in the game is the pacifist ending song.
Yes.
So these ones will look a little bit lighter comparatively to what Ariel just did. But that's the whole point of it. But eventually it's going to pick up again because some songs legitimately are kind of nuts.
Yeah,
So part of
so
me wants to do an all bosses run after this myself.
most of these characters just have, the same song as before. You're just actually fighting back this time. So yeah, that's it. And the bartender is just going to watch.
Bye, robot.
So, this is also normally not one that you have to kill, but because this is all fights, we are going to kill the ATM.
Also, fun fact, you can kill the save points in this game.
Yeah. I would advise
That's a
not to
thing.
do that, but you can.
You can. You can kill a lamp. Which, honestly, that's actually kind of funny.
Yeah. So yeah, that's an instance of damage boosting right there. You get hit, and after you've gotten hit, you charge your attack while you're in iframes, and that is very useful for currents of projectiles like that.
Also, the other thing as well is we had that really, really, really weird fight on that, like, gnomes and postmortem fight or whatever.
Yep. So now we're gonna do... you might be wondering, wait, why aren't you going anywhere? Well, this is kind of a quote-unquote auto-scroller in that you just have to wait a certain amount of time for this to happen.
Yeah. I normally just run normally. It's the same amount of time. There's no difference, but...
Okay, so this is this is the higher beings boss fight, which again I hope I can kill soon enough, because if you don't and you go to the last part, it takes a while and all of the nodes are empty, so you can't fight back on that last part.
Also, it's a little bit strenuous for your eyes, so just as a heads up. It's not like image sensitivity warning on this one, but this one is kind of
there,
flashing
on the
colors
limit.
everywhere. Yeah.
Also, all of those are actual messages that you can decode if you really want to.
Yeah.
Okay. Motion sickness again.
Yep. In these instances, it's better to either not move or know where to move.
Yep.
Because there's those little hats again.
So, I said choke point instead of checkpoint, but that also is... That also
relevant.
Works. Oh, come on.
Oh, just shy.
Oh.
No.
Okay, let's see. Also, yeah, this game really likes distortion as well.
Yeah. Which does affect you as a player. Like, it's not just an image thing. Like, it can really mess with where you think you are.
Oh, come on.
And that'll come into play on another level.
Don't do this to me. Let me kill it. Thank you. That was barely.
Mm-hmm. I think it's like 1 or 2 more rows of notes would have been just the empties after.
Yep. Okay. So, good enough.
Technically a time save. Because if you failed like a little bit more, you'd have to listen to the entire song.
Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna
no mercy.
we're just gonna kill Blue. And oh hey, a door appears.
Yeah, he's supposed to tell you about the door, and then he thanks you for being a great person. The time save says, you know what? Just murder.
Okay, so Rasta Beast, not sparring, actual Rasta Beast. This is one of the most disappointing songs for this run specifically.
Yeah,
because
it ended so quickly.
Not only is it on story mode, meaning it ends super quickly, but it also is on image sensitivity mode, so even if we got to the actual fun part, you wouldn't see anything.
Yeah, there's
That's it.
If you look up the soundtrack on YouTube, you'll see actually Rasta Beast's background for that. The giant fiery flame of walls that go everywhere. Oh, so yeah, you don't have to do the puzzle for that when you threaten to kill the wall.
Yeah, you can just do that.
Because you're supposed to give it a piece of cake that's really, really dry.
I press interact on the track can.
Kill the empty one.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna fight a trash can. Obviously.
Yeah, what kind of music comes out of a trash can, do you think?
Guitar.
Flamenco guitar.
Luckily, it's pretty simple.
It is. It's actually supposed to be a very early fight. Just because you actually can come here and challenge it without trying to kill it. So it's just a very simple early fight right when you get to the town. But because of that, yeah.
And for that, we get toilet paper.
Yep.
So we're gonna come here real quick, and we're gonna kill the shopkeeper. Which, again, without image sensitivity mode, this is super boring. If you have the chance to see it, aka you're not prone to seizures, etc, etc, I would really recommend for you to play this battle, or at least watch a YouTube video of it.
It's insanity. Even this one is still pretty hard after a while, because it's dubbed down a lot, but there's a lot of effects that still go on.
Yes.
Also, like all good games, don't pick fight the shopkeepers you don't think you could win.
You can
shopkeeper is
never
actually
win against a shopkeeper.
Yeah.
You just can't.
They'll make you pay, that's the joke.
So yeah, the climax is just, yeah.
This song is like rent-free in my head as well. This is like my second most listened to song.
The Power of Gazog, or however his name is pronounced, which is the musician that worked on both this and Frog's Wrath song. I love how when the shopkeeper dies, they just say,
"Oh, the flowers go."
No, they just say, "I must file for bankruptcy."
Yeah,
which is like, okay, sure.
So be a little careful here on your.
Not yet. We're gonna.
Okay.
Okay, so
So
we're
you're
gonna
gonna do the 4-hour speedrun now, right?
Yes, obviously. So, in case you haven't played this game yet, if you continue to the right after this point, there's a very, very, very long hall that takes like 3 hours and something to get to the end of. And
Which you can't just hold right, there's obstacles in the way.
Yes.
You have to be actually aware of what's happening.
Oh, well. Yeah, we are
serious.
serious.
Green is like, whoa. It's like, dude, I was joking. And this is my wife's favorite song in the game coming up.
Not a bad choice at all.
No,
it's really good.
Also, shout out to the little cars you can push around.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the actual green mage fight. Which is also kinda cycle dependent in that you want to make sure you do enough damage early on. Which I'm not doing a good job.
Yeah, it's very tight to get to actually the points where you actually can do damage.
I'm not even gonna try to absorb these. They're
Yeah,
super
that's fair.
difficult, and sometimes they just hit you anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not being that good of a green mage fight, honestly.
Yeah. The thing is again, the notes can only go through, like, it stops at walls or after 2 other notes. So there's only certain opportune times where you actually can hit the target, essentially.
We are almost done, though. There you go.
Just before the climax of the song.
Yeah.
It's such a good song. Like, I cannot recommend this soundtrack enough. Like, and oh, look, a gem exploded.
Along with
Again,
them.
with the lore. Yeah. With the lore, basically, go cars go.
Okay, so I'm gonna take this next part slow. Because, okay, here's how it works, right? I need to trade an item with an NPC. However, if I kill it first by accident, we're done. There's no other way to do anything. So I'm just
So
gonna...
just take it nice and slow.
Okay, thank you. Now I can kill it.
You need that stick.
Can I grab it? Thank you.
Because now we're gonna go and give. This is the silliest thing as well.
We need it.
Here's the toilet paper.
Yeah, we needed
What do you think
3
the toilet
items.
paper's for?
Obviously, it's to wipe a table clean.
Yeah. Oh, you're not gonna get the lava lamp in return.
Okay, well, we're gonna also give him some batteries,
Yep.
which obviously they are to power up the toilet.
We
Anyways,
already made you a super promise.
yes. So now, he opened the door for us. Up to this would be required to beat the game. However, the stick is what makes it the optional part. This is, again, I'm gonna be careful here. There you go, thank you. Now I can kill you. So again...
So, do you kill the crocodile?
Yes, you actually
Okay.
have to, it's...
That thing is eternal suffering, and I love it. For those who don't know, it's basically stuck there, immobile for all time, looking at the toilet.
Yes.
It wants to die.
Okay, so now that we got the key, we're going to use it.
Yep. This is the first of 3 instances where...
Yeah, so we are looking for 3 gems that are optional battles, but that are very important for this category. So we're gonna go with the first one, which is Light Beam, or Light Warrior, or whatever, also known as another one of the best songs in the game. I love this song.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure it's the only one with actual lyrics as well.
It is. It's also a very hard song to fight on.
Yes.
It's very fast paced. You can see the notes flying by really quickly.
Oh my god,
So-
stop with the barriers, please. I should have them
Fine.
memorized to where they are, but I don't.
Also, this is a very unique battle because this is timed. It's not actually something that repeats until you win. You have to beat this before the song ends.
Yep. Which
So,
I'm not doing a good job of. Ah, okay, never mind. I've caught up.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Darn those barriers.
Yeah.
Yeah, So some of them are basically you challenge, like let's say Rasta Beast to a fight. The song will actually go on repeat until you win or lose. In the case of Light Being, you don't get that. It's you just once the song is done, he retreats. And if he did, Aaron would have to go find him in the theater
and try to
next
kill
the
him
go-karts.
again. Because again, if you don't kill Light Being, you don't get the gem.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now we're in the forest. We're gonna go to the very beginning of the forest.
Yep.
Because now that we have our gold key, we can open the door there. Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're just stuck on the tree there.
The one time I decided to look away for 1 second.
It happens. So you go all the way back. And again, like to find this stuff out yourself, like this game wants you to explore the world. It's not a very large world, but it's very compact and very full of things.
Yep. Okay, so now we're here. And this is... took me a while to even realize what this was. But this is like a scrapyard from Professor Orange.
Mm-hmm.
You can see there the machine that that he used for Quantum Battle.
A Lamp Goliath.
Yes, obviously.
Yeah, as you do. And then there's...
Jump rope.
So in all fights, you have to do this, obviously, because A, gem later, but B, this is a weird one.
Yeah. So, this one, pretty sure can... Okay, not only accessible when you have your arm, but pretty much you're going to access it once you have your arm. Because you need the batteries, and the batteries are in the middle of the desert. You're not going to come back.
You technically can, it's just dumb.
Yeah,
like...
exactly. So the thing is, this is one of the few where you are probably meant to have your arm, and yet you can't kill it.
Yeah.
Every node here is empty, this is just to survive. Also, pro tip, if you are doing this and you're struggling, just hug the left wall. Almost all of the projectiles that are not full field, they will either miss you or be only one of them so you can easily jump.
For this battle. Some other battles that doesn't play.
Yeah,
as well.
obviously, yeah, but for this battle specifically, just hug the left wall if you want to make your life easier. Yeah, you can see the jump rope getting a little bit crazy there. This is the usual.
Mm-hmm.
This is also one of my favorite songs. It's just too bad the best part is very short. But yeah, this is number Rave Party.
Those gnomes, they come out of nowhere. Oh, so the devs of this game, the studio name is called like Foreign Gnomes, I believe.
Yep.
So. Oh, so the gnomes are adorable and creepy at the same time.
Honestly, yeah, that's a very accurate description.
Yeah. There you go. Bye, everyone.
See ya.
And then there's this.
Yeah,
This
remember
is the second gem.
Remember the masterpiece? Yeah, we're getting inside it.
Yeah, and like we said before, or like I mentioned before, jewels in this world are exchange of basically you give up something and you get power. So this thing was powered by something that it was forcefully given up because Professor Orange is Professor Orange. Because let's face it, he does all sorts of experiments. He's probably the one character who can't be redeemed for his actions in this game. Everyone else can.
Honestly, I'd say so. Also, just quick thing before I forget, don't tell me that the inside of the masterpiece doesn't remind everyone of Earthbound. Like...
Mm-hmm. Alright, so now we're done with the outside of the forest. Now we're going to be paying attention to inside of the forest.
So it's a long way back, but you know, backtracking, isn't it great?
Yeah, funny enough, the fastest way of doing this.
Yeah.
Because no matter what, you have to do this. You might as well just do it and then catch things on the way back.
So now we're gonna actually kill the forest spirit.
Oh yeah, you also have an 8-ball in your inventory that keeps popping up when you kill things.
Oh yeah, that's supposed to like give you a hint of where the next character you have to kill is, but like we kinda already know.
So this ancient plant has been here for eons and just wants the sweet release of death. And the more that you hit it, the happier it gets.
Which kinda makes me wonder, why are you even attacking then? Just let me hit you.
Well, you have to counter, right? But
Yeah, but stop with the barriers then.
that's true. But yeah, so the forest spirit is basically saying it's a good thing to kill everyone. Oh, so then there's this little mushroom here. And this is a weird thing too.
Yeah,
this is all fights.
Yeah, we actually have to interact with it, not actually kill it, because if you just kill it, there's no fight.
Yep, and that voids the category. So
not only that, but it also doesn't give you the gem. So wow, okay.
Okay, I got no words on that one.
Yeah. Me neither, honestly.
So this little guy is a lot harder than you might look as well. Like, you see how much health he has comparatively?
Did anybody say distortions?
Yeah. If you want to mess up your timing, again, snapbacks and... This is one, again, image sensitivity mode. This one gets pretty wild as well.
Okay. So far, so good. Honestly, this is pretty decent.
Now everything's tiny.
And now everything's huge.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure it's possible to have it killed here, but it's very tight. So instead we gotta wait just a little bit and do it here instead.
Yeah, you had to hit like 3 extra times, I think, to...
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So yeah, that, like, to find 3 extra hits in what you were doing would be stupidly tight timing. And there you go. So what do you do with these gems?
For now, nothing, because we're going to clean up this area first, now that we're here. Which means we're... which means we're going to get back into the Professor's Orange laboratory, or whatever this is. I imagine it's a laboratory, I don't know.
I would assume so.
So now,
Also, this is a...
same as the quantum battle, now we have to touch stuff.
Also, again, great song. And if you get hit once, you go back to the beginning.
I'm not used to this cycle. I was like, where do I
Weird
go?
Cycle, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter how fast you go, you cannot go through these on the first
I go
try.
on the left in that time. Yeah.
Anyways, this is deactivated on story mode. It's just, so...
Yeah, I was wondering about that, if that was a glitch or not. First time I did speedrun, I did it on easy just because I wanted to, and that was there. I'm like, oh no. Oh, so that thing's chasing you, you're just fast.
So yeah, Professor Orange being the coward he is, we're gonna fight Grundle first. Which is genuinely pretty hard on a speedrun because of all the barriers there are.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a single normal node in this.
No, I think he's literally all barriers. Which,
Oh, come on.
yeah.
Okay. That was really good though.
Yeah, not a lot of health, a lot of barriers. But the thing is, again, this game allows you to go everywhere when you want. So, like, Grundle's probably one of the easier tutorial battles if you were to come here first.
Yep.
And look, there's 2 more of them.
And there's also this character that you usually have to go out of your way to see, but don't ask.
What story arc do they have? They died. Oh, what about the story? No, there's no story in a speedrun. They're
Yeah,
dead.
they're just dead. Okay, so now we're gonna take a small break here because we're gonna do New Game Plus stuff.
Yep.
And it's because of that that we're actually going to save for once.
Yes, because you don't have a save file yet.
I don't.
Do not kill it.
Yeah, there was one time where I almost did.
You do have a save file. It's after you killed the frog.
Yeah, but that would mean like
That's a lot to go
20
back
minutes?
to. Yeah. So
Okay.
who's that?
So this is Sam. That he's just here, I guess.
Yeah.
That's it. And we're gonna fight God himself.
Oh. Cat god.
Cat God. Why is the God a cat? Who cares?
Yes. That's why. Yes. Also, good luck.
Yeah, this is hard to go fast in. Like, I'm not worried about being able to beat it or not. I'm worried about actually doing it
Time
fast.
save.
Yeah, lots of barriers again.
Yeah.
This game loves his barriers.
You'll see that a lot in the more the harder fights. I'll say, like they expect you to really pay attention, and the notes don't change based off difficulty as well. There's still going to be barriers and whatever.
They do
don't
for
change based
story mode. They take a while. They take some of them out.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Okay, that was a good cat god fight.
That was very good.
So yeah, they take some of them out, but it's not even that big of a deal because, for example, the no-hit achievements, because of that, you can't use them. You can get them on story mode. On any other difficulty, you can, but not on story mode. And it's just things like that. Okay, well, we have here another absolute truth. That guess what? We're going to
You're
skip
not listening to
again.
me. Less text boxes if you say no.
So before we actually reset, this is actually one of the endings where also this screen takes a while. This is one of the endings where we don't wait for the credits to actually reset the game because you have pretty much done everything a little bit beforehand. So before resetting, we're gonna play Super Racket. But we're gonna play Super Racket 2 before playing Super Racket 1 because we're that cool, I guess.
Yeah, that's why you do New Game Plus before doing the.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, all of this is just available after New Game Plus.
Okay, so I have a question for you when it comes to this routing.
Yes.
I killed Sam before doing this. And you can play Super Racket 2 without an opponent, technically.
Yeah, but that is disallowed for the all
okay,
fights.
I was gonna say that technically would be the spirit of all fights. I was wondering if that was banned or not.
Yeah. Yeah, because for example, you could technically also kill Nosferatu before actually playing Super Racket 1, but that is banned. You actually do have to play against an opponent. And this is actually hard. On my PB, I've died here once. So this is reflect all the balls. Don't let any of them get through you. That's it. But it's a lot harder than it seems.
Yeah, they're also timed weird as well. They don't bounce what you think they do.
Okay. Good. Okay.
Good job.
So yeah, you
Those
can.
stupid curved ones are horrible.
Yeah, the greens are curved, and not only that, but if a green. Okay, wait a second. We're in the overworld, so we can now reset. Another thing is that the curved ones can actually appear like
I need the Discord.
yeah, I'm doing that. So
Cheers.
the thing is, the curved ones can move to where you just shot a ball back, and they get destroyed, so you don't have to hit them. Also, if you're wondering what we're doing here, this is one of the, if not the only RNG section of the game. We are reloading the map area multiple times, so we can get the statue appear on the overworld. It's taking a long time. Please, RNG.
This is the true reason for the estimate.
Yeah, we're gonna stay here for 20 minutes.
This is
come
really
on!
Bad luck, actually.
What is going on? Oh my god!
Yeah.
Please, I just want the statue to appear.
It will appear to the right of the door.
Yes.
So, like, it's clearly visible. This is really annoying for this, but...
Oh my god. This is the worst luck I've ever had. Literally.
Oh, yeah, welcome to marathon luck.
Yeah. Okay, please, game. Yeah, this is funny. Can we just... Please? No,
so
okay.
Door hinge noise. I love the door hinge noise. It's the greatest noise in the world.
Yeah, let's just hear it 1,000 more times. Why not?
Yeah.
Okay, well...
Oh my goodness.
So this is fun. How is everyone's day? This is the worst luck I've ever had. Honestly, in any run I've ever done.
There should be a side category for like how many door entries like does it take for the statue to appear?
Oh my god! What is this?
At least 50 now. There's okay. Just to put in perspective, I think there's like 4 different overworlds that you can kind of encounter during this. Like there's like one with the rabbit. There's like a couple of other ones, and then there's the door.
Come on,
the statue. So this is just hitting that. Like the statue's not well hidden. I've seen it like on the first try before. Like it's not.
No, like on my PB, I got it like 3 tries or something. There you go.
There it is.
Oh, you still okay? I don't care.
Kill if you want.
Sam, can you please leave me alone? Thank you. Took 2 minutes, but it's finally there.
That was honestly the worst luck I've seen in that. That's amazing.
Okay, well.
Also, good luck on this. This is...
So yeah, hopefully I can do 1 cycle. I can practice it, so...
Yeah, also, just as a small thing, this is... I can go into like a little bit of detail on this fight. I find this an adorable fight. For the
yes.
So
this is...
a very weird thing.
This is the dev gnomes. That's right, the devs put themselves into the game and they have a secret fight.
Also, the most hilarious thing about this is the machine coming up, and I won't spoil it.
Oh yeah.
Because that, to me, is the best thing I've ever seen in a video game made by indie devs for that. This should look familiar.
Yeah. This is Chris Nordgren, one of the devs.
Yeah.
And then later we'll see Jordi Roca, the other dev of the game. And also, yeah, this hardest fight. Yes, good job, Ariel, speaking.
You focus on speaking, I'll worry about commentating. So that's the first one. And then here is the Everhood machine.
Which produces screenshots of development.
Yes, they put dev screenshots into the game of them making the game. Then they made a boss fight showing off the screenshots of them making the game.
Okay, so this is a true story because all of this is based off on Chris Nordgren creating the game, getting burnt out a lot, and I'm pretty sure he got ill or something as well. And then Jordi came here to help, and then after a bit, they started working together again, and now this is the game.
Yeah. And then there you go. But this is an adorable thing to see in any game. Like, it shows also, again, if you ever made a game before or seen people make games, it's not easy, but now they're working together. And this gets pretty strenuous as well.
So yeah, this is pretty fast now.
And I'm pretty sure there's an achievement for a no-hit dev.
There's
fight,
an achievement for every battle no hit.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
So.
Yeah, I'm just gonna damage boost, I guess.
Yeah.
Didn't do a good job there. Funnily
They don't have a
enough.
lot of health, but.
Funnily enough, there was a time where I grinded this like crazy. Oh, I missed it one cycle by 1.
Yeah.
Oh well. But yeah, there was a time where I grinded this battle like crazy, and there was one time where I got like 1 hit away from a no hit. It was very sad.
Oh, so just as a small little thing, we keep skipping the credits. The credits does actually have a little note in it saying, like, email them to let you know what they think of the game. And I've been meaning to do that for a while, and if there's any chance that the devs will somehow see this, I love your game, and it made me feel happy.
Yes! Please!
I keep forgetting to email, I keep forgetting to do that, I'm sorry, but if there's any chance that they somehow get this, just as a thing.
I love how it also says rest in peace on the developer names.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's the last reset I'm gonna do.
Yep.
Now we have pretty much every ending.
Thank you for the Discord.
So now
It's awkward because every time Ariel does that, I have to. Oh, there's all the numbers.
Yeah, kind of forgot about that.
Yeah. Just to put in perspective, we saw in the green labeled basement that you have all these different tally marks on the wall. That's how many. I think he counts in millennias.
Pretty sure.
And then you have a hallway which is like 3 hours long or whatever.
Yeah.
Just nothing but tally
The community has done the math for how many time it has been. I don't remember the number right now, but it was pretty high.
Yeah, that's actually very cute, but also disturbing someone was able to do the math on that. Also, again, this dude beat me down the first time I played this one.
Really?
I was caught off guard. Yeah. Right when I got my right hand back on this game, I actually came here for the fight, and then, because if you don't kill him fast enough, he has a lot of wavy attacks.
Oh, yeah.
And then I died there. I'm like, my first death is tonight lost a lot. I'm like, darn. Also, this is a very neat little thing too. You can actually miss this if you don't think about the game.
Yeah, and then the 8-ball will make fun of you for being like, why are you doing this? Come on, go back to the card.
Yeah. So yeah, and then all of a sudden, hello. There's someone attacking you here. There always has been. And he's also kind of angry at you hitting him.
I don't know why he's angry though. Why are you hitting me on the first place? Like, I'm just defending myself, dude. Stop attacking if you don't want me to kill you. That easy.
I love this music as well. Like, I still love the minecart music. Also, it gets really awkward if you ever do the minecart after doing this and killing him because it's just buttons. There's nothing else.
Yeah.
There's no music.
Okay, I'm gonna stop hitting the buttons real quick. Okay, there you go. You want to make sure to not go to the other side before you kill him, or else you have to go back and it's just bad.
Yeah, it's a waste of time. Especially because you can't write, or you can write it again, right? Going back.
Yes, but it's just then you have to write it one more time so you can get here. So
yeah, actually, we should actually say the door is actually locked. Also, here is Rob and Zombie.
Yeah, Zob and Rob. Here they are again, and this time they have a gimmick. Every time you hit them, the song changes to the other one.
But keeps the pace of the other song. So the faster you do, the easier it is. But like,
what is this pattern? Come on! Oh my god! Yeah, okay, that was bad. Whatever. No words.
Ah, you're good.
Not a good fight, but oh well. So yeah, now they're dead.
They're re-dead.
They're re-dead, exactly.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna use again our very long plank. And before actually doing anything, we're gonna play Super Racket again.
Yep, because you don't want to accidentally kill someone else approach you outside of there.
Yeah.
Because first time I did this, I'm like, oh, hi, and I kept talking to him. I'm like, okay, whatever. Start killing people, killed him, oh, there's a game in here. I'm like, oh.
Oh.
So I got to play the very sad version of this where it's just one shot and you win. Because you don't have an opponent.
I still don't know, because this doesn't seem balanced, right? Like, Nosferatu can miss any shot, all the shots he wants, and he still wins, if you miss one. This just doesn't seem balanced.
Yeah. Also, Panda's wondering when to talk. Would the bubblegum place be a good opportunity to pop in?
Yes, I'd say so. Gold Pig Fight
Okay.
doesn't have that much.
Yeah, so we'll do that. So we'll go we're now looking for the monster or the maze. So
Yes.
now we actually know which way we're going to
Hey,
find it as soon as possible.
can you come here, please? Like, can you? Thank you.
So this is a very fun match because if you ever fight him normally, you have to actually retreat. But when you're fighting him to kill him, you have to ignore the escape pads that are in this battle. I agree, Razor Flame, that the damage list achievements are always annoying because I am a speedrunner. I like damage boost. So, but also,
Okay, so that
it's not very hard.
that'll be a great place to talk about whatever our lovely host has to say.
yeah. Also, there's a pink line you can follow here for now where we want to go. So
Yeah.
that's all yours, Panda.
Thank you very much. I want to talk a little bit about Team 17. They are an independent indie developer and publisher and have kindly provided us with our awesome grand prize. More about that in a minute. They are shortly launching a new demo of their graphical first-person shooter Topang 2. Visit their website team17.com and check out their full roster of indie games. And were you aware that we have merch for sale for this event? Thanks to our friends at Route to Apparel, we are selling all sorts of merchandise including shirts, hoodies, mugs and tumblers. A minimum of $5 of each sale is going to puppies behind bars. Go to www.store.indiethon.live to check out the entire lineup. Now, I did promise you about them prizes. Team 17 have donated a copy of The Serpent's Rug, Super Magbot, Yuko's Island Express, Ukulele and Ukulele and the Impossible Layer, and they are all in our Mega Games pack, which you will be entered in for a minimum donation of $30. Thank you very much, guys. Back to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Also, there's the bubblegum world. Just saying.
Don't ask.
Yeah. That's
So-
all. That's all you need to know about it.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we killed Goldpig. We're close to being done with killing everyone. Pretty sure there are like 4 left or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna go now to Flan and Muck, which is always a disheartening, rough fight because of how sad it is.
Like they're little derps and you love them, and you don't want to see this part. Like of all the people, I have no problem killing all these other like characters in the game. I have a problem with this one fight. Like this hurts my heart. It's so derpy, and they're
it's-
just having a fun time.
Yeah, for them this is just fun. Anyways, if you're
Yeah, there's-
seeing, oh, they have very little health, were you saying?
Yeah.
So
That
we
he realizes
we killed
yeah.
Muck. Flan is not very happy about it. Oops.
His song can get out of hand as well really quickly. Like
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, come on.
the happy-go-lucky little derp is extremely murderous now, and it makes me sad.
Not being a good fight. Stop missing every shot, please. Oh my god. Okay,
You're not missing, I'm just hitting all the barriers.
this is just bad. Thank you. Oh, don't tell me. Okay, I was like, don't tell me this song ends or something.
No.
Okay.
And
Well,
this is the worst part. Is he literally says "I hate you" as he dies. You're like, aw.
But we still have our diploma.
Yeah. It's ours now.
Anyway, yeah, this guy appears as whatever.
It's better than going the left path, because the left path
Yeah.
actually has a flashback where you can't escape until time runs out.
Anyways, we're here again. I'm sure nothing weird will ever happen in this part.
Which I love so much.
Well, I guess we're finding our cursor.
Yeah, the cursor is not happy with us killing people.
Which is also, again, one of the best songs in the game.
Mm-hmm. You'll read that running theme happens a lot. A lot of songs of stuff. It's having such a good time. Just for a simple cursor.
Yeah, look at it. It's vibing. It's just great.
Yeah. Also, if you ever get this game as well, you can always do refights on the main menu.
Yes,
So if you just want to jam out to a song for a while, just do it.
That is something they added quite recently, if I remember correctly.
Yes, actually, that caught me off guard. I didn't realize it updated on my Switch, and all of a sudden I can play games from the beginning. I'm like, oh, neat.
What do I do? Okay. I was like, I'm lost for a moment.
Yeah. Yeah, to pick up the piece of door. Wait.
Anyways, here's Purple Mage. Now here's the thing. Normally you would want to get a no-hit, but here,
we can exploit that.
We can exploit that because there are no barriers on the very beginning, meaning it's a lot easier to just get hit multiple times.
This is where the damage boosting kind of comes into play, but with time travel?
Sure. And that's
it. The longer you let it go, the harder it is to actually get those attacks off, but now
we don't care.
Yep.
Okay.
There's another gem.
So how many souls do we have left? We have 1. It said 2 because it was counting down, but we have 1 left.
Oh, so now we can go through that door again. That was locked the entire time.
Yep. So I'm gonna just, I don't know where to go, so I'm just gonna ask the spirit. Oh, look at the statue now! Okay, screw you.
That's brilliant. Oh, that's absolutely brilliant.
I hate this.
Took you 2 minutes to do that, and it's there on the first try. This game in a nutshell. Also, close all the doors permanently.
Yes. We are now killing the doors.
Also, small note, your cursor is now your right hand. And the text is now red down there.
Yep.
Also, imagine being reincarnated as a door.
Yeah, that must suck, doesn't it? Like,
yeah. Like, why not be a jar?
Okay.
I'm ashamed.
Anyway,
see, this is what you hire free help.
We have literally killed everyone and everything. What's next? Oh, we have to, we have to die, right? And
Nope.
Oh. Yeah, no.
The next logical conclusion?
We have to
destroy the sun.
Yeah, we have to kill the sun. Cool. Okay. So yeah, we just get launched into space or something. Don't ask.
Also, this might confuse people who don't use Celsius, but the temperature is on the right-hand side. Please do the conversions on real time to Fahrenheit.
Yes. It's very important to know exactly the temperature.
So keep going, keep converting that to Fahrenheit.
Eventually you'll be right.
Yeah. I think the answer is all of the above, eventually.
Yes.
But we are, yes, approaching the sun. Also, this is a very trippy song as well, with the image sensitivity off as well.
Yeah. Normally you would...
pretty much all of them are, really.
Like, normally in this song you would be like... The screen turns red and there's like a lot of... Not fire, but the fiery vibe, I guess you could say?
Yeah, the flares of the sun kind of thing. Yeah, you see the barriers there just being annoying.
Oh, come on.
Again, if this game looks fun to you, pick it up. It's actually really cheap comparatively. Yeah, here's where the song would get really, really crazy.
So we kill the sun, and the sun kills us back.
Yeah. Also, it's minus 888888. You destroy the sun, so everything's cold.
Who would have thought that killing the sun was maybe a bad idea for us?
Nah.
Okay, so here we have like a minute cutscene of us doing nothing because we're dead or something again.
It happens a lot.
Yeah, it happens a lot. You die a lot in this game.
Actually, I'll just take an opportunity. I'll be right back in a second.
Okay. So, yeah. This is... Again, like a minute cutscene of intro where we do literally nothing. And that's it. We can move, we can try to deflect, we can jump, we can do whatever. We're just here, waiting for this random door to open. That's it. Like, there's literally nothing else to do. The song is great, but like, come on, at least give me something to do. Also, yeah, there are random faces on the doors or something that... In my head canon, they're laughing at me. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna say real quick, even with image sensitivity mode on, this is one of the few instances where I would still advise to not watch if you're prone to seizures.
Yeah, this is...
Just the beginning at least. Because there's no way to turn this part off, and it can be... yeah. I will let you know.
Wild.
So yeah, you should not look now. I will let you know once it's safe again. But yeah, here we can technically deflect things and counterattack, but there's no one on the other side, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, this is the part. Yeah.
And this is with image sensitivity on.
Yeah.
This gets really hard to look at when you're playing.
For some reason they didn't change this part.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm pretty sure at this part you can already look back.
Yeah. The hardest part's already over.
Yeah.
The crocodile will be first.
So yeah, again, we can attack, but it doesn't matter. There's just... nothing is on the other side.
Not the door! Don't remind me of the door, the garbage can!
Poor door! Poor mushrooms that we haven't even seen. Why are you showing me the bartender? We didn't kill him!
Fun fact, when I was killing everyone for the first time, there's that mushroom dance party that happens.
Oh yeah?
I killed like 3 of them, and my wife's like, you know, the number's not going down. I'm like, oh. And I killed the proper thing. And I left. She's like, did you just like ruin their party? I'm like, I think I did. Just go in there and murder 3 of them and walk away.
Just Everhood things.
Yeah, just Everhood things. I felt bad after that one. I'm like, I just ruined their whole party.
So yeah, now... okay, so here's some story now. This is not the first time Red has appeared in this world and has killed people.
Mm-hmm.
And it turns out those lost spirits that were convincing us to kill everyone else are those people we killed on the first... before the events of the game. And now they're angry at us because we killed them. Makes sense? No?
This
That's
song
fine.
is also like 7 minutes long as well in total.
Yeah.
This is a long song.
It's not even...
And if you die here...
yeah, there are some checkpoints, but still.
It's a long retry though.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is probably the longest song in the game.
I think it is.
Because I know it's 7 minutes plus. But yeah.
Can I drop in with a quick donation?
Oh, for sure. This song is way too long for this.
We have $5 from Happy Buy Free saying $5 to get Panda a Red Bull. Thank you very much, I will need it. And that goes to Laughing at the Humans in Goat Simulator. If you want to change that, donate $6 to save the humans. Thank you very much, Happy.
Thank you very much indeed. Also, I love the wiggling faces in this game. For the...
Yeah. My favorite Lost Spirit is the one on the left side, which is just a pog. It's just a pog spirit. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure that's even an official emote on the Everhood Discord. Oh hey! Turns out all those people we killed are back, because now we're dead too.
They're here.
And they're here. And they're angry. So here's a fun thing. You see those HP bars? Yeah, they're actually fake. They don't move.
Yeah.
You can attack all you want, they won't die.
And there's purple. If you have the text at a normal speed, the text crawls and displays properly to timing things as well.
Yeah.
But since text is set to the highest speed possible, it just kind of appears. Oh, there's the fiery effect for Rasta Beast.
Oh yeah, wait, how is this on image sensitivity mode but not on the original? Huh?
I don't know. But yeah, that you have a whole bunch of stuff that we're not seeing. But again, for a marathon, but also just streaming, you should always have image sensitivity mode on, truthfully.
Okay, so Pink is here. Remember that? Remember them? No? Okay. So it
Kind
turns
of out of
out.
nowhere.
So it turns out, we, the player, are Red, who is quote unquote in the body of Pink, I guess. Which Pink was sent here to kill everybody in the first place, but couldn't do it. So I guess Red. It's just weird. Like
Yeah, actually, the cutscene we skipped in the castle explains Pink's origin very briefly.
It's just
Getting hit in a car, coming into this world, and stuff like that. But at the same time, like, there's a lot of interpretation on this one.
yeah, this is just weird. Like that's it.
Yeah.
Anyways, so now we're in the void. Yay! So,
So we're done playing as Red as well.
yeah, this is Pink now. Also, we gotta enter the Konami code real quick. Don't ask.
Yeah.
And we get a piece of cloth from Red. And Pink is like, okay, you player, you can control me now. I have something from Red. Please control me. I don't want to do this alone. Whatever, whatever. It doesn't work. Doesn't work until, oh, they cover their eyes. And now we can move. For a bit. Okay, there you go.
And then they'll keep talking.
So I still, to this day, have no idea what the best way to find this hut is. I just kind of go on a general direction and hope I get it.
I go down for about 10 seconds and eventually
there it
start
is.
seeing, yeah, those little dots to the right,
Yeah.
or the left of the house. They're extended to the right, and then I go up to the house. Also, you can kill Frog there if you ever want to.
Yeah.
It doesn't do anything.
It doesn't
but
do
you
anything
can.
at this point.
I think in my PB run I did just for, the fun of it.
So yeah, now we're in the void. Or something. I don't know. We're
I
going
actually
to...
end up going straight right here.
I just go straight down. I don't know what's the best option.
Honestly, I think they're both the same. I think it's also a time-based thing too.
Probably, yeah. Anyways, we are going to try to let it happen. It doesn't... Pink doesn't let us. So now Frog
Pink doesn't
speaks to
wanna
us
die.
and is like, hey, can you please do it? Thank you.
And we're actually nearing the end of the game now too, actually.
Yeah, in around 15 minutes? 10-15
Around there.
minutes? Yeah.
Because like you done all the secret battles and stuff like that too.
Yep.
So
Okay, so this is the universe fight. That's right.
Actually,
We're going to
this is
fight.
the second last fight, actually.
Yeah, this is the second to last fight. But yeah, we are literally going to fight the universe. Again,
Which, again,
don't ask.
lovely song. Lovely song.
This song is amazing.
Again, common theme. All the songs are great.
Yeah, there's not a single bad song in this game.
I agree with that.
So yeah, this might also be worthy of a seizure warning.
Yeah, it will get really bad at the end of the song. Just for the effects happening, but in general, just be a little bit careful. This does get...
Yeah.
Again, this is dubbed down quite a bit comparatively, but...
Yeah, it is. This is normally much brighter.
Yeah, everything that's black in the background right now would be basically the color of the cube rotating.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty elaborate.
Okay, so pretty much we can't do anything for now. We just have to survive. Bunch of
We're
empty
literally
notes.
waiting out the universe.
Yeah. Also,
'Cause-
distortion again. I hope you liked it. We're gonna look at it more. Like this.
Yep. And Ariel's making it look very easy. This game handles very nicely, but the windows aren't as tight as you might think for dodging or whatever. But like, to do everything this cleanly throughout this entire run, you've done a wonderful job, Ariel.
Aw, thank you. I still don't think I did, but thank you.
Now, you had a couple slip-ups here and there, a lot of barrier things, whatever, but like, for the most part, like, you've done... Nothing has been retried at all.
Honestly, yeah, I'm happy I didn't die on Super Racket too.
Honestly, that one I was expecting, just because, yeah.
Yeah, it's just hard.
Like,
Don't
it's-
ask about the
it's
crosses.
one.
We still have no idea what they're doing
I think it's
here.
supposed to be dead people.
I guess?
Like, that's what I always assumed. Like, you murdered the universe, right?
I mean, yeah, we did murder the universe. Yeah, that is something we did.
Or in the process of murdering the universe.
So yeah, you can attack there. I don't even know if it does anything, honestly. Because it says it takes away health. But at the same time, I don't think it does.
It is a rotation.
Rotation,
like, this is-
distortions, rainbow colors, and yeah.
Again, we can't stress that enough. Like, this game is an absolute treat to the eyes, but it hurts the eyes as well. But they also actually we should also say as well, if you're colorblind, there actually is a colorblind mode to actually put symbols on matching things, so you can play that way as well.
Yes.
So like, if I go like, you know, yellow, red, whatever, like what varying level of colorblindness, they actually do have accessibility options for colorblind mode as well, so you can play it that way too.
Also, yeah, the universe is being destroyed or something.
Yeah, time is literally running out.
That sounds like a novel, like the premise of a novel. Or like a book or something, or a movie.
Yeah,
But
and you can see the universe taking 88888 health. I don't know if it's because pink is stronger technically, and compared to red being restricted.
I honestly have no idea at this point.
Yeah. But it's not going to make a difference, like you said, because you have to wait till after this to happen.
Yeah, I don't know if you can kill it before
No,
that. I doubt so.
If it is, there's no way in the world you can do that much health, but the health bar doesn't appear until after the next part.
Yeah.
So.
I always wonder if you could actually kill it with like perfect movement or whatever, but I doubt it.
Yeah.
Anyways, fun fact, the cube right now is using the texture of the logo.
Mm-hmm.
More glitch effects because we didn't have them yet. Not enough of them.
Honestly, the way the game utilizes the actual like play field to mess with the player is actually kind of fun.
It is.
And again, this game isn't hard to pick up as well. Like, I'm not part of the community at all for speedrunning. I just did the run because I want to listen to music, like I said. But Honestly, like if this looks fun, pick it up as a speedrun. You can listen to some great jams while doing it.
Yeah, that alone should give you the motivation you need.
Yeah, if you want to listen to songs and just have something to do for a little while, just chat. It's a great game.
Yeah, and you know, this category might be too long for your liking, but that's okay because Pacifist Ending is like an hour long.
You can always do the hallway as well, just because.
Oh yeah, you can like walk right for like 3 hours if you want to. That's fine.
Yeah. Well, so we can now see the health bar appearing now. We'll seeing it'll get a little slower as it goes down, and just once it gets to like half point, it starts to really mess up the sound and whatever.
Yeah, luckily, this is the one thing that actually changes on image sensitivity mode.
Yeah.
Normally, you pretty much cannot see. Everything is blurry.
Yeah.
Anyways, we kill the universe. You know, as we do. The usual.
As you do in every video game. I mean, like, Sephiroth has destroyed it like 5 times in a single battle, right? Like, why can't we do it once?
That is true. So yeah, you can actually die here.
Hit on this is really, really annoying.
Yeah, no, luckily no hit ends right before this. Like, once you actually kill the universe, that's it. You got the no hit achievement.
Yeah.
Because if like, this is just dumb.
Yeah, this is really mean, and like you can die there. It can get really out of hand really quickly if you plan hard.
Anyways, we're dead again.
Yep. We're dead. We're okay. We died. We changed bodies.
We died.
Technically, then we died.
We died on the incinerator again. We then revived. We then died because of Cat God. I'm pretty sure that's how the ending works. We skipped through it.
Died,
but...
I think we've officially died more times than Superman has in the DC universe.
Wow, that is a lot of times.
Yeah. So I think at that point, yeah. Also, the game actually does take this long.
Yeah. It's not loading. It's not like I closed the game again. No, it's actually taking this long.
Yeah, it's actually it's a semi fake out because he destroyed the universe.
Oh, there you go. Text.
It says, "Are you still here?" or something. Or I think.
Like, am I dead? What's happening?
Yeah.
And suddenly,
we are the deadest. Yes.
Suddenly, Buddha or something. I don't know.
It is the Buddha.
Things like this happen in. I'm not even gonna try to describe anything. No. I just accept it. That's it. This is how this game is, and that's it. Oh, hey, there we are.
Oh, they're pink is. We're actually red.
Yeah, we're actually dead.
Also, small little thing for anyone who plays this through this game. There's actually like a weird kind of secret alternate costume, I believe, that you can have if you play a game a certain way and do stuff with the cat god and whatever. It's actually really neat. You can actually become yellow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that. What?
Yeah, there's a weird thing where you can you kill Red's original body and then you let Orange replace you. It's really weird. There's a weird little ending to that one.
Okay, sure.
So,
anyways, this is the final battle of the game.
Yes, it is. This is farewell.
Yeah.
How fitting.
And this is just beautiful, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, this is not like an epic battle or anything. It's just a fun time to, you know, everything is done. It's great.
Yeah. Also, I do want to say, because my time is almost up, you still have another game running after this.
Yep.
So I do want to say thank you for letting me come on and just nerd out about this game for a couple of
hours. Don't worry about it. This game doesn't get enough exposure, so...
It doesn't. Like, I've been wanting to stream it. I can't play this game and stream on Twitch at the same time. Like, I'm really bad at it. So, like, I've done offline runs while being on call where I didn't have to focus on, like, a text wall and chat and stuff like that, but... It's definitely a game that deserves a lot of attention. The devs... Like, again, like, they asked for an email, like, what do you want? Like, yeah, again, if they ever see it, I love your game, it makes me happy.
So, yeah, this is farewell, and then we see everyone.
Including Door, the most vital character.
When we say everyone, we mean literally everyone. Even the fish that I was scared would end my run.
Without the hook.
Oh wait, that's right. Where's the hook? I gave it to you for something. Come on.
I mean, you did kill it right after, so you know.
Yeah, but he had the hook.
So what happens before this is you can technically talk to all the characters and say your goodbyes. Everyone has stuff based on the story. Again, get the game, support the devs, but it's actually really cute to talk to everyone. Like,
Yep.
Again, apart from Professor Orange, everyone else is redeemable and they're really lovely.
Yeah.
Even
honestly.
Gold Pig has his moments.
Like when you kill him and he says, "You piece off," and then it cuts out
Yeah,
there.
and it comes out. Yeah, hope you found this experience interesting and enjoyable. I
now-
definitely have when I first picked up this game.
How else? How are we going to end this game? Well, yeah, we're...
When does time come up is the better question as well.
when the credits appear. There's some
Okay.
dialogue after this final battle anyway, so I'll count it out. But yeah, we're actually gonna fight. And this time we have infinite health.
Yep, you can just damage boost through everything, grab stuff, and throw stuff.
Which actually makes this kind of hard to go fast in.
Yeah, because you can't collect multiple colors, but at the same time, if you get hit, you lose your charge. So it's actually more difficult than it looks to actually do this fight pretty quickly.
Yep. And another thing is that this time our projectiles won't get blocked by anything. Not only because there are no barriers, but because they are super powerful or something. I don't know.
Also, the health bar is going up.
Yeah, you're not killing anyone. You're filling
No,
a
we're
meter.
not. Which is actually kind of cute.
And you get to see all the messages from everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on. I'm not doing well. There you go.
So everyone just vibing and jamming out. What a perfect way to end this game.
And it's
There we
done.
go. Not time yet, though.
Not time yet, but this has been Everhood. All of the fights, most of the Easter eggs, most.
Yeah, you definitely have to check out the new body thing. I thought you would have known about that one. It's actually
I
really cool.
didn't. But yeah, here we have a little bit of dialogue for the last absolute truth that, again, we're going to skip.
Nah, we're fine.
We don't need any truths here. Anyways, time is coming up soon when the credits appear.
There's the cat god.
Yeah, creepy ending, whatever. And please, time.
There you go.
And that has been Everhood.
Yordi Roca and Chris Norgen, thank you.
Thank you for making this game, honestly.
Yeah.
And thank you all for watching this marathon. It's not over, so don't leave.
Yep, exactly.
Well, GG's. That was an amazing, if trippy, run.
Yeah.
It is. It really is. And again, you'll still hear all the sounds and music. Again, check them all out. They all have wonderful, wonderful music, not just shown in the game.
Shoutouts to Theo Andre when it was a tester, and on the credits it says died too much.
That
yeah.
was a 2:26:37, by the way.
Really
Yeah.
nice. Really nice.
That's very good.
So, that's not all from Ariel. He does have another run coming up, and that run is called No Time to Explain. And with that, we'll go to an intermission, because we have no time to explain what's happening.
True.
Bye.
Bye.